Me. No, that's not it. Oh, okay. It's like, guess we're just trapped here. Okay, so I'm guessing we're heading towards a final boss. If that's the case. Do we have any shotgun shells? We have no shotgun shells left. But we do have... Oh, fun. What do we got? That is a big... Oh, that's the heart. We saw the picture. Remember, there was a picture that we figured out was a picture, not a painting. So... what do we need to do here?
So, you killed those fools? They were not worthy of the Polek sect after all.
Uh-huh.
This is over, Noah. Your gruesome dream ends here. Without the blood of the twins, you won't be able to bring that thing back to life.
I had waited so long to revive our savior. I will show you that my faith has no limit.
Is he gonna throw himself into
That's not going to happen.
Oh, my child, if only you had faith.
Again, I want to talk about this at the end, about this whole faith thing. Okay, he's got the two bowls. You gonna put your hands actually over the bowls, or are you just gonna keep wasting blood there, friends? Okay, well, he's gonna die. Yeah. Oh, fun. That doesn't look like something we can... What are those? Okay, I'm guessing... Okay, so it's a mechanical fight? It looks like... Okay, Oh. Oh, wait. We only get one shot at this? Wow, this sucks. Why can I not interact with this? Okay. Need to shoot the boss again? Oh, we're in danger. That's probably not good. Okay, so we have to damage the boss to get the bulbs working. And then we have to solve the bulb puzzle. I wonder if we can just use the crowbar on these things. I hate this, dude. Okay. So we have to push the button when it's lined up. I see. Uh-huh. Oh, and we're gonna use a giant drill on it. That makes sense. There better be some health around this arena, dude. Okay, there is a med kit. And caution, we have 4 of those heals. But these are dormant now, right? Okay. So we have to... What we have to do is we basically have to dodge that. Combine those. Equipped. I love how it doesn't even hit you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So the taser takes them out immediately. So we should probably switch to that if we have the charges for it. We got 7 charges. Okay. Okay, that's 2. I think there's 1 more. Okay. I mean, that's cool design for a boss, though. Can we knock this bridge over? Okay, we gotta keep an eye on our health, yeah. That's what I figured. Go ahead and use this. So we gotta get back to the one we messed up. Oh, but we can't do it because we have to shoot the guy. Love that. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's the one we messed up on. It should be down this way. Caution, so we're gonna go ahead and pop a heal. We're going to combine this with that. Equip that. Okay, do that. Wait. At least they don't do damage to you while you're doing this. There's a lot of like... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That was literally on the money, and it was just like, nah, we're not going to give that one to you. One, two. Okay. Maybe I need to get closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was completely the game's fault, not mine. You could literally see it go into the thing, and then it like clipped into the top of the rotating thing. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. So that should be the boss, right? Then the drill comes down and we beat the boss? Okay, so it was definitely a gimmick final boss. Which I'm fine with. I don't have any problem with mechanical bosses in survival horror.
How many girls were sacrificed for that thing? Those bastards won't hurt anyone ever again.
Okay, now that falls. I'm guessing now we need to get out of the bunker area. Okay. Not too shabby. Not a particularly hard fight, just kind of a tedious one. But we did... At least they recognized that you might have used up a lot of resources in that previous fight. Because of the 4 guys, so they at least have... Where the heck are we? I guess we could probably rock the shotgun. We've got a few rounds left in it. But I don't think there's going to be anything left in the house, right? Okay. Now we just popped out here. Got it. Okay, so we need to go... Assuming that we can use the bolt cutters in the past to save Anna, we need to go back to the conference room. Which we could... This will take us up to the office. We don't have to worry about... Okay, I can stop calling it Deflated Michelin Man, because apparently it was Anna the whole time. So, we don't have to worry about Anna, so we should be able to go put the tape in, maybe break the chains. Because why else would we get bolt cutters? I don't remember anything that requires bolt cutters. Oh, they've also blocked our path a bit. Interesting. So we could go here, and that was... Which tape? It was one of them. Definitely not the dentist office. So if we eject this, I think it was... Is it this one? Experiment room? Chapel. Yeah, it's the experiment room. So use... No, take that out. Use the experiment room. Oh, forgot to hit play. So we should be able to, in theory, because why else would it let us pass through this room other than just the shortest distance? We should be able to save Anna here, right? With the bolt cutters? Because this is the only chain I can think of. Right? So we could just... And then that way we don't have, she doesn't have to wait, which means she never gets caught by Noah.
Anna, I came back for you.
You cut the chain!
I told you I would get you out of here. Now we need to escape to a safer time.
A time?
I mean, a place where we are safe.
So, okay, if this actually lets us happen, this doesn't make sense.
I don't know if I should trust you. Besides, I
understand you want to find her, but those men in hazmat suits will be back if we don't leave right now. We don't have anything to fight them with. It would be better to go to town and get help. Then we can rescue your mother.
Do you promise we'll be back for my mother?
I promise, but you must.
Oh, is that what the second game is about? It's about saving the mother, maybe? Now the question is when she steps through here, is she an adult or is she... Okay, she's still a child. Yeah, so this makes no sense. That basically, by doing that, we've made the entire second half of the game superfluous. Because she never gets caught by Noah, she never gets turned into that blob monster, she never cuts out her eyes, we never end up here. Yeah, no, okay. Time paradox problems, but we saved her, so yay, happy ending, I guess. At least until she, like, cuts our face off or something. Okay, I can't do anything. She's here. Okay, use... Complete the game. Sister. Okay, we got an achievement for escape with Anna, so I guess you can escape without Anna.
Anna, I'm aware that my actions were wrong. Once you find out the truth, I hope you can forgive me. Anna.
Okay. Alright, so that's the end of Tormented Souls. See results. I do want to see my results. So, alright, total time 7:23. I'm guessing we died 3 times. I don't know what these are indicators of. We defeated 71 enemies. 71 plus or whatever. We saved 15 times. Medical kit found. We found 6 plus. We traveled 16,000 meters. We received 1,000 damage. We completed 4 main books. Oh, maybe the plus is like a ranking thing. We got adoption plus plus. And then we got ranking 5 pluses, I guess. So there you go. We got adoption ending. Okay, what are the other endings? If there are other endings. I'm guessing one's just leaving Anna. Okay, there's an achievement for completing the game in under 3 hours. There's a complete a game without using any health items. Not happening. Complete the game without saving. Not happening. Save only yourself. Okay. So there is a basically leave Anna ending. So that's fine. I figure it's probably just going to be some apology of like, oh, I can't believe I forgot or something like that. So that's going to do it for Tormented Souls. So we're going to do a little bit of an overview here. I'm not going to do a full-on review like we usually do. I do not know why this... Man, this sunlight is just coming in like crazy. But anyways, so Tormented Souls, what do I think? Mechanically, the combat is very clunky. It's very clunky, and I feel like they don't give you enough, at least healing resource, to deal with a clunky system that is required, right? Because there are multiple instances of us requiring to fight to get items we need to reach other items, right? So I think there should be difficulty modes. I think there should be more health items overall. I think overall, I think the resources are just kind of a little low, but mainly health resources. But I did not like the combat. It just when it's one-on-one, it's not too bad, but the way that they like get up and fall over and it being kind of like it's not clear on what causes them to fall over, like if you stop them mid-attack or if they just take so much damage. I don't know. There's just I think the combat should definitely be overhauled for the second game. And the story, the problem I had with the story, and I'll talk about the story overall first, and then I'll talk about my specific issues. So the story was kind of it was a mixture of basically 3 main things. It was like Resident Evil House meets Resident Evil meets like Fatal Frame 2, which is about 2 twins that are in a ritual, and that ritual then I'm gonna lose our thing there. Does that help at all? Okay. That's not good. I would rather have that going on. But it's a ritual that requires twins. So the story itself is very derivative of previous survival horror, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I just wish it did more with it. The main problem I have, though, is it made very clear at the end that they were kind of feeding into like a Silent Hill-esque religious thing. But the problem with that is there's nothing up until literally like the last third of the game that even really mentions some sort of like religious connotations and stuff, right? It's mostly just right there at the end with Noah. And I don't think you can really sell like a religious trauma narrative like you can with the Fatal Frame games, because it's all about traditionalism, it's all about folklore, and it's all about religion in those games, at least the first 2 games. This game doesn't have any of that. It like I said, it feels like it's like 3 separate ideas from other games just kind of compacted together, and I don't think it flows very well. honestly. They had a few twists, obviously the priest being Noah, you taking your own eye out, and you being Emma. Like, those twists were... I could definitely see people going, oh, really? That's what that is? You know? So I think those twists will get some people. We kind of figured them out a little bit beforehand. But overall, I don't think it's a bad game. I don't think it's a very accommodating game. So if this is someone's like first foray into survival horror, I don't think it's going to be as friendly as it needs to be to let them really get into it. Which could be alleviated with difficult settings, or at the very least better or more resources. Now, if you're a veteran of survival horror, I think you'll eventually find a way to deal with the game like we did and get through it. But overall, I think the game is $20. We got about 10 hours out of it. Again, I would say I'd recommend this to survival horror fans if you can get around the clunkiness of the combat. But I don't think I'd recommend this to new survival horror players, just because this is not a very inviting first experience for a game, I think. If basically for the same reason I don't think I would recommend Alyssa to a new survival horror player, because Alyssa is also very difficult. So like I said, this and Alyssa kind of have that in common, where it's just like you have to learn how to deal with the combat, and once you deal with the combat, you could probably get through it. But I just don't think there's the combat is easy enough for a newer player to get into it. I understand that they were trying to pay homage, but there's a difference between paying homage and taking something from it and putting it in your game, right? An homage is, hey, remember this puzzle from Resident Evil with the colors and stuff? Well, we did that, but with shapes, right? Like, that's an homage or something. But what this did is instead was like, this location, Resident Evil, bam. This story, bam. Take this from Fatal Frame 2. Put that in there, right? Like, if they had made it more their own, I think this would have been a better overall experience. But I think it's a very good start, and I'm very interested to see everything they've learned from this one taken into the second game, because the environments were good. I like the environments. The creature design was kind of just Outlast-esque, of these like grotesque people, essentially. That was all right. I like the main character's design. I don't think we needed the nudity at the beginning of the game. That just having the breasts of a woman showing is just, I don't know. It didn't really add anything to it. And given that we're the one that take out our own eye, like it's not like, oh, there was some sort of commentary going on there. But I don't know. I think it has a lot going for it in the future, but I think this is definitely one of those examples of when you're trying to be like something, make sure that you're still taking your own like design philosophies into account and not just taking wholesale from things that came before. I think that's my overall for this. So, again, I will keep an eye out for the second game. We'll probably play the second game. It's supposed to come out sometime next year. But overall, not a bad thing. Again, survival horror fans, people that are veterans of the survival horror genre, they'll probably get through it, probably find some enjoyment out of it. New players, it's probably going to be a struggle, and they might not be able to finish it. So, thank you so much for joining us for Tormented Souls, and I will see you in the next playthrough. Don't forget to subscribe.